A very good morning to you all my dear students. This is the third video of chapter number 2, work and energy. In the first and second video we are basically study about the work, then unit of work, relationship between joule and erg, positive, negative and zero work. Hope you all are understood these concepts. Today I am going to start the new topic of this lesson, energy. So let's start the new topic, energy. What does it happen? First one, if a plot having a plant is kept in the dark, the plant languishes. So if a pot having a plant is kept in a dark, the plant languishes. Languishes means does not grow properly or grow weakly. So during photosynthesis, plants convert solar energy into chemical energy and it used for growth. Since the plant kept in the dark, photosynthesis, that is the energy production, does not occur. So since the plant is kept in the dark, the photosynthesis, that is the energy production, does not occur. So hence plant grows feeble due to the absence of energy. Second one, on increasing the volume of a music system or TV beyond a limit, the vessels in the house start vibrating. So answer is the magnitude of sound energy increases and it gets transferred from one place to another. You observe most of the time the magnitude of the sound energy increases and it gets transferred from one place to another. Since energy can do work, एनर्जी वर्क कर सकती है. ऑन इंक्रीजिंग द वॉल्यूम ऑफ अ म्यूजिक सिस्टम और टीवी बियॉन्ड अ लिमिट, द वेसल्स इन द हाउस स्टार्ट वाइब्रेटिंग. थर्ड वन, कलेक्टिंग सनलाइट ऑन अ पेपर विद द हेल्प ऑफ अ कॉन्वेक्स लेंस बर्न्स द पेपर. आंसर इज while collecting the sunlight on a paper through a convex lens, solar energy is converted into heat energy. So while collecting sunlight on a paper through a convex lens, solar energy is converted into heat energy. Hence the paper burns, converting heat energy into light energy. So the capacity of a body to perform work is called its energy. जो कैपेसिटी होती है बॉडी की वर्क करने की, उसको क्या बोलते हैं हम? एनर्जी. द कैपेसिटी ऑफ अ बॉडी टू परफॉर्म वर्क is called its energy. The units of work and energy are the same, and the unit of work and energy are the same. The unit in SI system is joule, so the unit of energy in SI system is joule, while that in CGS system is erg. So in CGS system the unit of energy is erg. So hope student you should understood the capacity of a body to perform work मीन्स जो कैपेसिटी होती है बॉडी की वर्क करने की, उसको क्या बोलते हैं हम? एनर्जी. यू हैव लर्न दैट एनर्जी एग्जिस्ट इन वेरियस फॉर्म्स लाइक मैकेनिकल, हीट, साउंड, लाइट, इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक, केमिकल, न्यूक्लियर एंड सोलर. So you have learned in the previous standard the energy exists in the various forms like mechanical, heat, light, sound, electromagnetic, chemical, nuclear and solar. So in this chapter we are going to study two forms of mechanical energy, namely potential energy and kinetic energy. So in this second chapter, work and energy, we are basically study about the two forms of mechanical energy, that is the kinetic energy and potential energy. So first type of mechanical energy is kinetic energy. What will happen in the following cases? So what will happen in the following cases? First one, a fast cricket ball strikes the stumps. So when a fast moving cricket ball strikes the stationary stumps, stationary means not moving, then the stumps move and fall. So when a fast moving cricket ball strikes the stationary stumps, then the stumps move and fall. Thus the moving ball shares its kinetic energy with the stump. So this moving ball share the kinetic energy with these stumps, thereby making the stumps to fall. Second one, the striker hits a coin on the carom board. So when the striker hits a coin, it transfers some of its kinetic energy to the coin. This causes the coin to move. And when the striker hits a coin, it transfers some of its kinetic energy to the coin. This causes the coin to move. Third one marble strikes another in a game of marble. Most of the time you play with the marble and you understood one marble strikes another in a game of marble. So what will happen when one marble strikes the other marble, then the kinetic energy of the marble makes the other stationary marble to move. मीन्स अब अगर समझो हमने एक मार्बल दूसरे मार्बल पर मारा, जो स्टेशनरी मार्बल होता है, स्टेशनरी मीन्स अपने जगह पर खड़े होने वाला, मीन्स नॉट मूविंग, वो क्या होता है, वो आगे जाता है. व्हेन वन मार्बल strikes the other marbles, then the kinetic energy of the marbles makes the other stationary marble to move. So from the above example, we understand that when a moving object strikes a stationary object, the stationary object moves. And from all these three examples, we understand that when a moving object strikes a stationary object, जब moving object strike करता है stationary object पर, stationary object means not moving, एक जगह पर खड़े होने वाला, the stationary object moves. Thus the moving object has some energy, part or all of which it shares with the stationary object. और जो moving object होता है वो some energy share करता है stationary object से, thereby setting in it motion. So the kinetic energy means the energy which an object has because of its motion. यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है, काइनेटिक एनर्जी मीन्स द एनर्जी विच एन ऑब्जेक्ट हैज बिकॉज ऑफ इट्स मोशन, क्योंकि मोशन से उनको एनर्जी मिल रही है. सो इज कॉल्ड इट्स काइनेटिक एनर्जी. द एनर्जी विच एन ऑब्जेक्ट हैज बिकॉज ऑफ इट्स मोशन इज कॉल्ड इट्स काइनेटिक एनर्जी. द वर्क डन बाय द फोर्स टू डिस्प्लेस अ स्टेशनरी ऑब्जेक्ट थ्रू अ डिस्टेंस s is the kinetic energy gained by the object. Therefore kinetic energy is equal to work done on the object. So kinetic energy means क्या होता है, work done on the object. So kinetic energy, K means kinetic, E means energy, and what is the formula of work done? Force into displacement. Now next and very important topic, expression for kinetic energy. How to derive the expression for kinetic energy? Suppose this is the stationary object, any object. Suppose a stationary object of mass m moves of an applied force, let u be its initial velocity. We are already studied, u means its initial velocity, v means its final velocity. So suppose stationary object of mass m because of an applied force, suppose इस पर कुछ force applied हो रहा है, let u be its initial velocity, here u is equal to 0, let the applied force be f. This generates an acceleration a on the object and after time t. So अगर हमने force apply किया, so उस पर क्या होगा, acceleration होगा a in the object after time t. The velocity of the objects becomes equal to v. Therefore the displacement this time is s. Therefore the work done of an object w is equal to force into displacement. We are already studied the formula of work. Work is equal to force into displacement. Therefore w is equal to, work done is equal to force into displacement. Now according to Newton's second law of motion. So therefore according to Newton's second law of motion. So what is Newton's second law? F is equal to mass into acceleration. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. So this is the first equation. Similarly, using Newton's second equation of motion. So what is Newton's second equation of motion? We are already studied in the first chapter. S is equal to ut plus half at square. However, as initial velocity is 0, here in the starting we are already discussed initial velocity is 0. So if we put u is equal to 0, therefore s is equal to 0 plus half at square. So s is equal to half at square. So this is the second equation. And what is the formula of work? Work is equal to force into displacement. So the formula of force is mass into acceleration. Therefore w is equal to mass into acceleration and s is equal to half at square. So W is equal to mass into acceleration into half into at square using equation 1 and 2. Therefore W is equal to half m as it is into the bracket at square. So W is equal to half into m into at square. So this is the third equation. Next, using Newton's first equation of motion. So what is the Newton's first equation of motion? V is equal to u plus at. So V is equal to initial velocity 0 plus at as it is. Therefore V is equal to at. 0 plus at means only at. So V is equal to at. If we are taking the square root, therefore V square, sorry, not square root, if we are taking the square, V square is equal to into the bracket at square. So this is the fourth equation. Now put this value of V square, that is at square, in this third equation. Therefore W is equal to half as it is, m as it is, and at square is V square using equation 3 and 4. So the kinetic energy gained by an object is the amount of work done. We are already discussed here. Work done is equal to force into displacement. So therefore W is equal to half into mv square. Therefore the kinetic energy gained by an object is the amount of work done on the object. Therefore kinetic energy is equal to work done of an object. And what is the work done? Half into mv square. So this is the formula of kinetic energy. So in this way we have to derive the expression of kinetic energy. Hope you all understood this expression of kinetic energy and how to derive this expression for kinetic energy. Now next one, there is one solve example. First solve example is a stone having a mass of 250 gram is falling from a height. Suppose this is the stone having a mass of 250 gram is falling from a height. How much kinetic energy does it have at the moment when its velocity is 2 meter per second? So we have to find out how much kinetic energy does it have at the moment when its velocity is 2 meter per second. So given is mass is 250 gram. If we convert into kg, so 250 upon 1000 kg. Velocity is 2 meter per second. So here we have to find out kinetic energy. Therefore the formula of kinetic energy is half into mv square. So half as it is into m is 250 upon 1000 into v square 2 square. Therefore here 10 gets cancelled. 1 into 25 25, 2 into 100 into the square of 2 is 4. Therefore 25 divided by 200 into 4. So 4 ones are 4, 50 ones are 50 and 4 ones are 4. So here 4 50s are 200. So what is remaining? 25 upon 50. And if we divide 25 upon 50, answer is 0.5 joule. Therefore the kinetic energy of the stone is 0.5 joule. Hope you all understood this solve example. Second type of mechanical energy is potential energy. Try this. An arrow is released from a stretched bow. Water kept at a height flows through a pipe into the tap below. Third one, a compressed spring is released. So which word describe the state of the object in the above examples? So in these three examples, which word describe the state of the object in the above examples? So words such as stretched bow, water kept at height, and compressed spring describe the state of the object. So words of the stretched bow, water kept at a height, and compressed spring describe the state of the objects. Second one, where did the energy required to cause the motion of the objects come from? Where did the energy required to cause the motion of the objects come from? So the energy required for the objects come from its specific state or motion in the form of potential energy. Third one, if the objects were not brought in those states, would they have moved? No, if the objects were not brought in these states, they would have not moved. So the potential energy means the energy stored in an object because of its specific state or position is called its kinetic energy. So the energy stored होती है ऑब्जेक्ट में, the energy stored in an object because of its specific state or position is called its kinetic energy. And the examples of kinetic energy is energy in rubber band. उसमें क्या होता है, एनर्जी स्टोर होती है. एनर्जी इन स्प्रिंग में भी एनर्जी स्टोर्ड होती है. सो द एनर्जी स्टोर्ड इन एन ऑब्जेक्ट बिकॉज ऑफ इट्स स्पेसिफिक स्टेट और पोजिशन इज कॉल्ड इट्स पोटेंशियल एनर्जी. Hold the chalk at a height of 5 cm from the floor and release it. Now stand up straight and then release the chalk. Is there a difference in the result of the two activities? If so, why? So just do this activity at home. Next one is expression for potential energy. So expression for potential energy: to carry an object of mass m to a height h. Suppose to carry an object of mass m to a height h above the earth's surface, a force equal to mg has to be used against the direction, and the force equal to mg, that is m and g is acceleration due to gravity. The amount of work done can be calculated as follows. So work is equal to force into displacement. So here force is mg and height is displacement is h. Therefore work done is equal to mgh. Therefore amount of potential energy stored in the object because of its displacement. Therefore potential energy is equal to mgh. M means mass, g means acceleration due to gravity, and h means height. Therefore because work done is equal to potential energy, and displacement to height h causes energy equal to mgh to be stored in the object. So this is the expression of potential energy. Potential energy is equal to mgh. M means mass, g means acceleration due to gravity, and h means height. Next solve example is 500 kg water is stored in the overhead tank of 10 meter high building. Calculate the amount of potential energy stored in the water. So 500 kg or 500 liter water is stored in the overhead tank of 10 meter high building. Calculate the amount of potential energy stored in the water. So here given mass is 500 kg, height is 10 meter, then acceleration due to gravity, this is constant 9.8 meter per second square, and potential, we have to calculate potential energy. Therefore the formula of potential energy is mgh. So m is 500 into g is 9.8 into height is 10. So 500 into 10 into 9.8. 500 as it is, 10 into 9.8, answer is 98. So if we multiply 500 into 98, answer is 49,000 joule. Therefore the potential energy of the stored water is 49,000 joule. Next one, Ajay and Atul have been asked to determine the potential energy of a ball of mass m kept on a table as shown in the figure. So this is the Atul and Ajay have been asked to determine the potential energy of a ball of mass m kept on the table as shown in figure. What answer will they get? Will they be different? What do you conclude from this? So here answer is potential energy is relative. The height of the ball with respect to Ajay and Atul are different. Here the height are different. This is the Ajay height h1 and Atul height is h2. So here potential energy is relative. The heights of the ball with respect to Ajay and Atul are different. So the potential energy with respect to them will be different. So here the potential energy is different. The potential energy with respect to them will be different. So in this way the third video is complete. So in this third video we are basically study about the energy. Energy means the capacity of a body to perform work is called its energy. Then we are study about the two forms of mechanical energy, that is the kinetic energy and we have to derive the expression for kinetic energy, and the expression for kinetic energy is half into mv square. Then we are studying one solve example. Then next, second form, potential energy. Potential energy means the energy stored in an object because of its specific state or position is called its potential energy. And the example is energy in rubber band and energy in spring. Then next we are studying about the expression for potential energy, and the expression for potential energy is equal to mgh. And then we are solve example. So if you have any doubt in this third video, students, you can ask me any time. Thank you.